do at least one a week at the moment. I don't need to do any at my job, so I could do as little as I want to, but I think one at the moment is good for the January mood, but I also don't want to push myself too much, so. Okay, we're in my guest room office area, which I also do share with my fiance, so it's not just my space, but I have been wanting to work on it to make it a little bit more inspiring and make me want to work outside of work hours there as well. So just being honest, it's a little bit messy, there's stuff everywhere, and I just feel like I need to sort out, first of all, tidy and make it a little bit more of a clear space, and then I'll have to think about how I want to make it a bit more inspiring. That's the space cleaned up and tidied a little bit. My plan is to set it up with a few more candles, and I've got a bit more of an empty space apart from obviously where the keyboard is, so I think that will make me feel a bit more inspired. But yeah, it's not the glow up of the century. So now I'm all set up at my desk, feeling very inspired. I'm going to spend a couple hours tonight working on some website things and also a Substack article that I'm planning to write, but I thought I could show you guys a couple things. First of all, my sister is a designer, very talented. She doesn't have a website yet, but if you want to get in touch with her for any design work, let me know and I can give you her details. But she very kindly designed me a logo, which is just so me, and I'm just so excited about it. And it's on my website and kind of slowly finishing up like the branding and things that I want to do with it. But we have designed me a first round of business cards. By we, I really mean her, so thank you, Lulu, if you're watching. It's got the logo on this is the front, I guess, but I'm kind of mostly using the other side if I'm dropping them off, and the other side has the logo and the email address I have and my website link. I'm so excited, it feels so professional having business cards, but I also do want to know, what do people think about business cards in general? Like, do people look at them in cafes and places where you go to, or do you never pay attention to them? Like, that would be actually really helpful market research if you could let me know. Yeah, my only thing with them is that next time I will do the font bigger because it's quite hard to read, especially from a distance. So that is the only learning I have from that. Well, not the only learning, actually, I have many, but biggest takeaway. But yeah, this weekend, I'm gonna have a bit of a sprint around Edinburgh and like drop them off in my favorite cafes and businesses and yoga studios and things like that. So if you see them around, let me know. That'd be very interesting. The other thing I worked on with my sister was kind of, I guess, a bit of a brand kit. So we found like some colors that complemented that logo color and just kind of trying to figure out how to put them all on the website and make the most of everything. I have printed out my like visuals, which is really fun, and I've got that kind of just sitting there so I can look at it when I need inspiration. I've got things like the colors, the fonts, and also a brand vision board. I don't want to show it off too much because I feel like that's a little, not secret, but it's for me, you know? And then I've got my social media and brand strategy, like with my values and pillars and things, which I also have just sitting there, which is always nice. You guys know how much I love a vision board, and this is just going to help me like get into that mindset when I come and sit at the desk. So very excited about this. Okay, I'm gonna sit and do some work now in my little inspiring space. I've got my candle going and I'm going to make a cup of tea and just do that. I was just at the physio gym, which was really nice. My physio has very kindly allowed me to use their gym just for like my daily exercises, and it's been amazing. I don't know if I'm going to go every day. I've gone twice this week so far, and it's just been so nice to just be in like a gym environment again, and just kind of needed that feeling. Just need to finish work now, and I just thought I could give you a little bit of an update on my surgery recovery. But I actually posted a reel on Instagram this morning, so I think likely you saw this if you're seeing this, but I've just been a little bit down lately about my recovery and how slowly it's going. I am 16 weeks post-op tomorrow because it was on a Friday, and today's Thursday, and I'm just still really lacking in mobility and have quite a frozen shoulder. So not going to go into details in this, but I've definitely been struggling mentally with it, and usually I would find like a lot of my purpose and mental clarity from exercise, and I am doing exercise at the moment, but not to the extent that I want to or that I can, and so I think it's just been hard to like get that mental space when I can't do everything I want to do. And yeah, as I talk about in the reel, like for me, I think it's just brought up a lot of emotions, like the progress and how slow it's been, and also like the fear of it dislocating again. Like I think it's just brought up a lot of stuff that I don't think I've really processed fully. So this is just a chance to process all of this now. So yeah, it's definitely not been the best January ever, but also not the worst. I do like to see things like put into perspective, like I am okay and I am seeing progress, if just very slow, and I have like professionals looking after me, so that is like the main thing, isn't it? But yeah, just to give you a little bit of an update, I'm definitely way stronger now, and I can like lift high and you know, can use my hands a lot more like in the day-to-day life, but I'm still like super stuck here, essentially, like the kind of outward, when I push it with my thing or with my exercises, it does go further, but that is still very limited. So that's like up in the joint mobility up there, so that is quite frustrating because it means I can't move forward with like all the strengthening until I have the mobility. So yeah, I'm being tested a little bit at the moment, but I think things will be better soon. I'm just about to go food shopping, but I just thought I would give you guys a little bit of a reading update. So this is the new book I started yesterday. It is The Untethered Soul, The Journey Beyond Yourself by Michael A. Singer. And I really have just started it, but I'm excited to hopefully learn a lot and things that I can apply to my coaching practice. I think that would be really nice. I think it's so far is all about like that voice in your head, so I'm curious to see where it's gonna go, but it's so far is quite interesting. I started it in the bath yesterday, so that was really nice. I had a pretty mid reading month in January, like nothing was like incredible, but all the books were pretty okay, except I was disappointed in one book actually. Saturn Returns, Your Cosmic Coming of Age by Keggy Dunlop. I don't know what I was expecting with this, but I'm not like really into astrology, and so I just thought this might be a nice little introduction or something, but it didn't really do much for me. I thought it was just a bit basic, so I was a bit sad about that one because I had high hopes. Off to food shop I go now.